we have people in school.
The United Nations Information Center, in collaboration with Lagos State Education District 3, organized this dialogue program with the aim of redefining the values of education for the benefit of the students.
There is no way we can talk about social inclusion without education, without having all our children going to school so that they can participate in the lives of their communities. There's no way we can improve our economy if we don't have very highly skilled labor. So education is so critical if we are going to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals.
These stakeholders in the education sector, including students, rubbed minds on the various challenges facing the sector while they prefer solutions.
It's for government to actually continue to do what we call education sector analysis, try to diagnose what is the challenge and to continue to invest and bring in public-private partnership and also ensure that there is effective monitoring and evaluation of what is going on in the education sector so that we're able to assess to what extent have we been able to achieve the SDG.
The Tutor General Permanent Secretary, Education District 3, Dr. Mrs. Olufolayimika Ayondele said it is high time all stakeholders became aggressive towards achieving the Sustainable Development Goal 4, which is ensuring inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all.
There is a need to dialogue for people of like minds to come together, including our students in schools, to chart the course of how else can we improve on the process, education process, starting from Nigeria. 2030 is just around the corner. So we need to be aggressive in ensuring that we meet the goal of SDG 4. On or before 2030.
Speakers stressed the importance of private sector partnership and the need to introduce an evaluation monitoring team to assess the level of achievement of the SDG Goal 4.
I think it was a very productive discussion. We had a lot of information and perspectives from different stakeholders. Some of us who are practitioners, some of us that are in the education sector, and most importantly from the students, of what is working, what is not working, and how we can move forward. I think the one thing that resonated is when we are trying to train, we need to use tools for the future.
A lot of mindsets have come into education that does not augur well for learning, for teaching, for school administration and all of that. So what we've been able to do here today is to look at it holistically and say, okay, this is where we are. This is what and what we need to do to achieve our goals.
The first thing is changing the narratives. How do we do this? Orientation, talking to people, and that starts with even employers about how those who are truly and well educated do better in the workplace. That's the first thing. Then parents also need to change their perspective to what they consider to be education. Education is not about any certificate. If we go back to the origin, which is the National Policy on Education, it says that education is about getting a human being to be useful to himself or the society.
We shouldn't put education on teachers alone. We should, it is everyone's responsibility, not only the teachers. The parents should play their roles. The religious places should also play their roles in building the children.
We are in the technology age, and just as we are in the technology age, we need to also move with it. We need to learn using the technology, and the teaching is not only the teacher's job or the school's job, it's also everyone has to play a role in teaching.
They all reached the consensus that tools for the future be used when training to build a human population that can fit into a 21st century technology-driven.
The school's job is also everyone in teaching.